Agent de la loi.
I'm coming for you.
Oh yeah. What's that again? Ah! Ah! Au secours! Ah mais non c'est vrai j'ai un flingue.
No, you killed him!
Stop.
Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. Très bien. Un jeu donc de Frogware Studio, l'ensemble des grenouilles. Mais déjà on est dans l'ambiance, vous entendez ça? Ça c'est l'ambiance du cerveau, de l'énormissime cerveau. Enfin, ça fait des mois que j'ai acheté ce jeu, ça fait des mois que j'espère y jouer. Ça fait des années qu'il est sorti aussi. Minus N, ta bombe guerre en vue, désorienter l'ennemi grâce au contenu de la tabatière. Cette aptitude a un temps de recherche qui est réduite par les adaptations. Alors j'adore cette série de jeux vidéo, c'est vraiment l'une des meilleures séries de jeux vidéo du monde.
Ginger, that's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually brought any ginger?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry. We've almost arrived at Cordona. I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time. The captain seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity simply to visit a grave. Even if it is my mother's.
Ah, that's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said. I have.
I believe it was that this is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions, I will not stand in your way.
Ah, at last. I'm quite ready to get off this cursed boat.
Alors,
Come on.
Sherlock Holmes Chapter
We'll go
1,
together.
ce jeu vidéo reprend les origines de Sherlock puisqu'ils étaient quand même allés bien loin avec son histoire. Je me demande qui ça peut être puisque... on n'est pas tellement censé rencontrer John Watson maintenant. Après peut-être, hein, pourquoi pas, on verra. Ça peut pas être Minecraft déjà parce qu'ils en parlent à la troisième personne. Et ensuite parce que le compagnon de Sherlock Holmes est censé être moins intelligent que lui. Tu peux pas mettre un type plus intelligent que l'enquêteur. Mycroft il est là pour faire passer Sherlock pour un con. C'est pas son faire valoir. Mais regardez-moi comme c'est joli. Oh mais que c'est joli. Oh comment je passe.
Hey, Sherry. Come on. Catch
Hey
up.
Sherry.
Yes,
Come
yes.
on. Catch up. Ah ouais alors du coup il faut que je mette les jeux en anglais. Évidemment ça j'y ai pas pensé. J'ai pensé à tout sauf à ça.
Whoa. What a breathtaking man.
Alors lui c'est Arthur Conan Doyle, j'en suis quasi sûr.
Those are the sharp eyes of a man with a bright mind. Almost like mine.
Sans déconner. Eh, j'avais pas rêvé. Ah ouais, la technologie du jeu est vachement avancée par rapport aux anciens.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch, our poached eggs with hollandaise sauce.
Oh yes, Benedict batch. I would love some Benedict batch. Why not some cucumber with it? We could call this dish Benedict Cucumber Batch. Monsieur se téléporte.
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
The incredible Luca Cellici.
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
Super. Je suis...
Excuse me, sir, but I believe Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it, just an open mind.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder.
Ça
So
commence
tell
très
me,
bien.
what do you see?
Ça commence très bien. Une femme.
Mediocrity.
Come now, Sherry. What did he do to deserve that? The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Ok. Donc il faut savoir, ça commence très bien. Hein. Il faut savoir que l'univers de Sherlock Holmes est très bizarre. Il y a vraiment, si vous lisez Les Chiens de Baskerville, il y a quelque chose de paranormal là-dessous, quoi. C'est pas possible. Et les films s'en inspirent un petit peu, les films avec Robert Downey Jr. Même s'il arrive à expliquer ça à la fin, il y a quand même un truc paranormal là-dessous, quoi. C'est pas possible autrement. Et donc là, voilà, Sherlock lui n'y croit pas et il se fait toujours piéger par son raisonnement. Voyons voir si Sherlock Holmes se fera piéger dès sa toute première enquête.
Okay, time to check if John found us a nice table for the evening.
A nice table for the evening.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new Ursine companion.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
What were you thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
Deliver it to him? Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look.
Let's go take a look. La fameuse canne. C'est quand même assez courant, hein. Je vous parlais du chien de Baskerville déjà. Rien que là-dedans, il fout une misère à Watson en lui disant rien qu'avec sa canne, je peux te dire exactement qui il est. Et ce qui est marrant, c'est que Watson trouve exactement l'inverse, parce qu'il lui demande de le faire avant lui, et Watson trouve exactement l'inverse de la vérité.
The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows, or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place. The cane is made of ebony, it's worn uncared for, and bears the scars of numerous hits. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile, and of noble English blood.
Take it with you, Sherry. Let's return it to its owner.
Ok.
All right.
Première
I hope
énigme.
you noted down your
Redonne
observations
sa
in your
canne.
casebook.
D'accord.
But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
Très bien, la toute première énigme de Sherlock Holmes. Rends donc cette canne à ce vieux monsieur.
May I ask for your assistance?
Of course. Stop me when you've had enough.
D'après un témoin, 3 personnes se trouvaient à cette table. Un couple et un ancien officier de la marine. On ne sait trop ce qu'il est advenu du couple, mais l'officier a été perçu se dirigeant vers le jardin de devant pour prendre un peu d'air. Je dois le retrouver.
Well, even with your keen senses, Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And would you be confident enough to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Appuyez sur Q pour vous concentrer et révéler des détails sur votre cible. Oh! Ça c'est nouveau, ça pensait épingler la bonne preuve. Sans quoi certains indices ne seront pas visibles ici avec l'ex-officier de la marine. Il faut que j'aille dans les jardins de devant. Artiste cordonnet, alcoolique et amical. Monsieur, je vous vois, je peux dire que vous êtes alcoolique, mais tout à fait amical. Un noble britannique. Ouais, techniquement l'écossais c'est un britannique. D'autres clients de l'hôtel sauront peut-être m'aiguiller sur l'identité de précédent à la table.
Help me, please.
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
L'officier de la marine, Mr. Rhodes, était assis à notre table en compagnie du couple de nobles. Les hommes ont discuté de navigation, pendant que la femme jouait avec la canne d'un air distrait. Elle l'a peut-être mise de côté, son époux a oublié de la reprendre quand ils sont partis rejoindre le médium. J'ai donc maintenant une excellente raison de pénétrer dans la pièce où a lieu la séance. Oh.
Hey, Sherry, don't we now have the perfect excuse to visit the seance?
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show.
Ouh.
This hotel, this island, it's full of thieves. First my cane, now the diamond. Take your hands off me! Do you even know who I am?
J'arrive.
Hey, boy! That's my cane!
I get that a lot. It's a very common design.
What? No, that's a custom-made...
A joke. A joke. It was left at my table in the restaurant. I thought it deserved to be returned.
Well, I'll be... It is rare to encounter a straight-fingered true penny these days. What a gentleman. But I must ask, how did you know I was the rightful owner?
Oh, c'est assez facile. En fait... En fait, vous avez gueulé « Ouais, elle est où ma canne? Je me suis fait voler ma canne !» Donc du coup, je me suis dit, en toute logique, ça devrait être vous. Riche et élégant. Je vois que vous êtes riche et élégant, monsieur. Je vois que vous avez la peau rougeâtre et tu méfies. Quoi que ça veuille dire. Je peux pas aller en dessous là? Parce que là il a l'air d'avoir quelque chose au niveau de la bague là. Ah oui, ah oui d'accord, ok. Je vois aussi que vous ne portez pas d'alliance. C'est un élément extrêmement intéressant qui prouve que vous n'êtes pas en couple. Et ça n'a aucun intérêt. Je suis tellement intelligent. Oh, j'ai aussi remarqué que vous aviez un joli petit cul. Reviens, comment tu fais pour pivoter? Attends. Oh, les jolies petites sandales. Secours. Attends, mais comment tu fais pour pivoter? Comment j'ai fait, moi? W... Non. Ah, ok. Je vois que votre pantalon est sale, monsieur. D'accord, il est où le dernier? Il y en a un dernier là qui reste. Oh! Je vois que vous avez vraiment... Ah, pardon. Je vois que vous avez récemment frappé quelqu'un. Serait-ce il y a très exactement 5 secondes devant mes yeux? Je suis un excellent détective. D'après le blason de sa chevalière, de sa canne, je puis déduire que cet homme est Lord Craven, un noble britannique qui se rend d'établissement en établissement pour recevoir le traitement qu'exige son affliction du foie. Son visage témifié indique qu'il a succombé à la tentation de la boisson et a bu quelques verres. Peut-être a-t-il été troublé par la séance. Un malade britannique en cure, un noble britannique blasé. D'après le blason de sa chevalière, de sa canne, je puis déduire que cet homme est Lord Craven, un riche noble britannique qui se meurt d'ennui et voyage aux quatre coins de l'Europe, dilapidant sa fortune en chemin. Son visage tuméfié indique qu'il entretient une relation difficile avec l'alcool, mais conserve une constitution physique saine et robuste. Il m'apparaît toutefois certain que la décrépitude l'attend au tournant. Bon, bah de toute évidence, là pour l'instant, ça se voit que c'est le tuto. Ah, mais il y en a bien plus. Étant perpétuellement saoul, il peine à contrôler son tempérament. Ses phalanges rouges révèlent qu'il a violemment battu au moins une personne récemment. Ouf. Ouais. Ses difficultés à surmonter la colère, mêlées à l'alcool et la contrariété, font de lui une personne violente. En regardant ses phalanges rouges, je présume qu'il suit des cours de boxe pour renforcer sa constitution. Eh non mais ouais, non, d'accord, faut vraiment être con pour décider ça, genre. Je viens littéralement de vous voir frapper quelqu'un à la gueule. Je vois que vous avez les phalanges rouges. Je puis en déduire que vous suivez des cours de boxe et que vous n'avez pas frappé quelqu'un récemment. D'humeur déjà sombre, suite à la disparition de sa canne, il est devenu tout bonnement furieux depuis qu'il a constaté le vol d'un diamant. D'accord.
Simple deduction. Your cane told me everything I needed to know. I was after a strong, middle-aged man with a keen interest in adventure, noble blood, and affection for strong drink.
Quoi?
And if
Mais
one
comment
were
vous
to
avez
go
su pour
further,
l'alcool?
one may even be able to extrapolate your name from your heraldic symbol, Lord Craven.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. That's me, Lord Andrew Craven. You are the real medium. You hear that, Emma? Well, you found my cane. Perhaps you can locate my diamond, too. Yes, you should do it. It will be child's play for you, Mr.
Holmes. And if a child can do it, then I'm sure the local police can suffice.
The police? Why bother? I know this harlequin stole it. The only question is, where is it hidden?
Wow.
Fine. Give me my stick and I'll resolve the matter myself. This thief almost confessed after a single punch.
I suspect a beating may result in answers of questionable veracity. Fine. I shall spare you and he the trouble if you first answer me this.
Mais attendez, monsieur, juste avant que vous disiez ça, dites-moi, comment vous avez su pour l'alcool? Eh bien, en fait, c'est très simple. La canne puait l'alcool. Non, sérieusement, t'as pas pu savoir pour l'alcool à partir de la canne, arrête de déconner.
You insist the medium robbed you during the séance. But what occurred exactly?
Ah! It was a dirty trick. We were sitting here in the dark, chanting and holding hands, as expected. Then something began to appear from the medium, like a cloud or a bubble. The swindler called it ectoplasm.
Ah, yes. Common in the spiritualist trade, and quite the spectacle.
Indeed, perhaps too much. My beloved Emma screamed in horror, and I stood to defend her, attacking that cursed ghost.
How brave.
But my hand hit nothing. The medium jumped away from me, and Emma fainted. I lit the candle, and the diamond was gone.
How does a priceless diamond become the subject of a séance? It is an unusual accoutrement.
Emma wished to speak with its former owners. My grandfather told us it belonged to a Rajah, an Indian king.
So you were summoning long-dead Indian royalty, and, pray tell, you were expecting him to converse in English?
To be frank, Mr. Holmes, I don't believe in ghosts. But Emma was fascinated by the idea of meeting a real king, even a dead one.
Well, a crown is a crown. Can you describe the stone itself?
A yellow diamond, not less than 100 carats, and perfectly egg-shaped. There is not another like it.
Stay here, and don't touch anything. I'm going to investigate further.
Don't fret,
touch
I'll be
anything.
keeping a close eye on this
You
thief.
smell alcohol. Alors Z en anglais c'est... Ouais, c'est ça.
Find the stone, Mr. Holmes, and quickly.
Oui, alors, hein?
Ooh, I love the ambience. Nice and creepy.
Nice and creepy.
Thank you for helping us resolve the situation, sir.
Ça va, monsieur? Cours de boxe?
What happened here?
I don't know. The ghost. I summoned it as usual, but then it all went wrong. The lady screamed and pointed at Lord Craven. And there was a shadow. Such a mystical force. It terrified the lady. And it must have taken the diamond. Who else could have?
Les esprits aiment beaucoup les diamants, c'est connu.
Do you feel the presence of any supernatural entities at the moment?
Are you joking, sir? My nose is broken, this maniac wants to kill me, and you're asking about the spirits?
I suppose this can wait. I will investigate, and the culprit will be identified.
But the stubborn brute Lord Craven blames me right now. As if I could do something like that. Perhaps you can reason with him? Please?
Please. Bon, pour l'instant, c'est pas forcément le truc le plus intéressant, mais j'imagine qu'on est vraiment sur du tuto.
Was this covered on purpose?
Of course. It is very dangerous to leave a mirror exposed during a séance. The spirits may become enraged.
Tu m'étonnes avoir leur
Or
gueule.
someone may notice the trick they should not see. Quite a display for the tremulous visitor.
How can you not love this stuff, Sherry? It adds so much atmosphere to the room.
Ouais, bon, ouais, ton atmosphère.
Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. The feebleness of women.
Really, Sherry? Poor thing.
Quel individu adorable. Le mode concentration vous permet de déceler les moindres détails du monde qui vous entoure. Donc vous apercevez un cercle blanc tracé, appuyez sur Q pour observer l'objet de plus près.
The diamond was placed on the table so that all participants could reach it. This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis.
Ectoplasm. The ghost was here, Sherry.
This must be the ectoplasm. Too bad there's not enough for a proper chemical analysis. Half a glass of Balblair Scotch and the remains of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman need? Half a glass of Balblair Scotch and the remains of a Paul Aranaga cigar. What else does a gentleman... There are light traces of rouge on the edge of this wine glass.
D'accord. Oh, un papillon. J'imagine que c'est extrêmement important pour l'enquête. Vous vous rendez pas compte.
This brooch is old and cheap, but the moth design has its charms.
Ah, seems like you're ready to delve into your mind palace, Sherry. I'm sure you'll make some good deductions.
Alors oui, alors ça, alors avant, c'est un peu particulier parce que avant dans les jeux, ce gameplay c'était vraiment comme des neurones en fait qu'on allait connecter. C'était assez intuitif et là j'avoue que je ne comprends rien de ce qu'il me demande de faire. Ouais, ça je m'en souviens. La Lady a pointé du doigt. Lady Craven a pointé du doigt quelque chose de l'autre côté de la table avant de hurler. Lady Craven faisait face à la fenêtre. Oh! Mais je suis tellement déducteur. Lady Craven désignait la fenêtre du doigt. Je suis sûr qu'elle a aperçu quelqu'un dans la cour pendant la séance. Bien. Ok, je m'y retrouve mieux. Je trouvais ça plus beau le côté du cerveau, mais bon. Alors ça, comme on relie les deux, bah ouais, ça se relie pas vraiment. En général, quand ça se relie pas, c'est qu'il te manque un indice.
It seems there may have been an unexpected visitor outside the window.
Ah, I hope it was the ghost of the Raja.
This hefty chair has nearly broken after hitting the wall. Could one man even lift it?
Oh, ouais,
At
arrête.
Cambridge, I was captain of the rugby team. It was no place for weaklings.
Notre blanquette est bonne. Salut Blue Phoenix, tu veux voir mon énorme cerveau? J'ai déjà eu l'occasion de voir le cerveau en chair et os. Un cerveau fait de chair et d'os. Quel cerveau tout à fait particulier.
Pale skin, quickened pulse, unsteady breathing. She's barely conscious. Feebleness of women.
Je sais. Je sais. Le coupable, c'est vous! Non, j'ai juste dit ça parce que... Non, je vais pas dire pourquoi, non. Non, mais Non, je dis pas ça, je dis juste que... Oh, une preuve! Non, bah... Écoute, je suis désolé, je vais pas pouvoir finir cette explication, j'ai trouvé une preuve. Oh! Attends, désolé, je lis. Angie, on dirait bien que le vieux perd complètement pied. Ses ruches se font piller et ses abeilles tombent l'une après l'autre. Je crois pas qu'il y ait encore beaucoup de miel à gagner en restant dans les seins. Si tu vois où je veux en venir. Retrouve-moi au Docs à midi, nous le ferons ensemble. Ouh. Message d'un butineur. Oh, intéressant. Je l'avais vu tout de suite. Je faisais exprès pour vous faire croire que... Quelque chose de coincé. Oh. Un sabot.
This looks recent. A shoe with a broken heel will surely leave scratches. All right, John. Do you think a ghost could leave this footprint?
Bah,
I'm
peut-être.
reserving judgment. Use your keen eye to follow the trail.
Mais tu vas arrêter de te téléporter, toi? Genre, le mec, il était là, tranquille, et puis là, d'un coup, je me retourne, il est dans les pieds dans la piscine. Non, mais sans déconner. Bon, là, par contre, tu vas pouvoir répondre à ma question, hein? Réponds à ma question, monsieur.
May I ask you something?
That's a question I can answer.
Le résident qui se trouvait dans la cour a aperçu une domestique qui y travaillait. Il a remarqué qu'elle est partie en toute hâte après qu'un cri provenant de la salle de séance a retenti. Je devine un chemin approximatif. Monsieur, vous êtes conservateur. Alors comme ça, vous n'aimez pas les Noirs et les Arabes. J'arrive à deviner un chemin approximatif. Une chaussure qui n'était pas là tout à l'heure. Ça, c'est surnaturel, messieurs, dames.
Rose de Moore. All the maids in the hotel wear this exact shoe.
D'accord.
Size 4 with a broken heel.
So, definitely not the ghost of a Raja. Unless... No, what a shame.
Our witness was a nosy maid. Searching the entire hotel could be difficult. Perhaps the other maids can help us find her.
Oh là là, Watson, arrête d'être con, putain! Bon, je sais que c'est peut-être pas Watson, mais on s'en fout, c'est pour... voilà.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
I know nothing about this. Alright, sir. You have no help. Selon un employé, Lucia s'est fait réprimander par le régisseur à cause des chaussures ordinaires qu'elle portait au travail. Elle devrait actuellement s'occuper du nettoyage à l'étage près des tableaux de la galerie. Lucia, près des tableaux de la galerie, à l'étage. Vous êtes domestique, dites-moi tout ce que vous savez à ce sujet.
Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
Oh, I
Vous
am...
m'avez tout l'air de vous appeler Lucia.
Call me when you find the answer.
Finally, there you are. One would think a maid would be easy to find in this place.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you need more towels?
No. You are the maid who saw the ghost in the seance room, yes?
How did you know?
Simple. You changed shoes after breaking a heel while fleeing the scene.
I'm sorry, sir, but if I may ask, who are you?
I'm Sherlock Holmes.
I'm a novelist documenting the supernatural and those who witness it. Now, should you take a starring role in the tale, I will need your name.
Oh my. A book? And you want to include me? I'm Lucia. Lucia Saletta.
Lucia
Something went
Saletta.
wrong during the seance, Lucia, but no one will tell me what happened. You would be a valuable interview if you were there.
I was. And I saw everything with my own eyes.
Dites-moi tout.
Describe what happened during the seance.
A lady and 2 gentlemen were sitting at a table, touching their hands to something. The medium started to whisper and chant, and a ghost appeared.
A ghost? You're confident?
It was unearthly, sir. It grew from the medium's chest.
Ah non, ça c'est un alien,
A
ça madame.
glowing cloud or a bubble. I pressed closer against the window to see better.
And the lady saw you?
How did you... Yes! She screamed and pointed, so I hurried to escape, and I broke my heel. But I did see the ghost. A sickly, evil thing.
Ça devient mystérieux. Peut-être que mes a priori sont faux.
And that's all you can tell me? Did you see any of what happened next?
The medium, Mr. Galici, he was doing something with the ghost. He grabbed at it like he was trying to catch it. And then I ran.
Oh, je vous
I
comprends,
suppose
madame.
I should be grateful you endured these horrors for such a long time. All right, I have your account memorized. Good day.
You lied to the poor girl, Sherry. What a tease. She'll dream about being a character of that book.
T'inquiète
Surely
pas.
a pleasant dream is better than no dream at all, John.
D'ici quelques années, j'aurai
Let's get
John
back to the
Watson qui
crime
écrira le
scene.
livre pour moi,
I
n'est-ce pas?
always love seeing you explain simple
le ferai.
things to simpletons.
La domestique, frémissant d'excitation, s'est penchée en avant pour mieux voir la scène. À ce moment, Lady Craven a poussé un cri en la montrant du doigt. Fait, ah! Un domestique! Ah! Ma pire terreur au monde! Oh mon Dieu! Une bulle blanche avec de l'électricité.
Lady Craven retired to her room to rest. Lord Craven remained here until the staff reported that the medium was locked in his room.
Non mais je suis désolé, mais ça c'est surnaturel mon pote. Du coup je me suis couché dans la pièce. Ils étaient tous là en train de se dire mais qu'est-ce qu'il fout ce con? Avec un CD d'indice, Sherlock peut utiliser reconstitution pour se représenter le passé. Interagissez avec le point pour commencer, puis concevez une version juste des faits. Essayez d'attribuer à chaque participant cette séance sa vraie place. Je ferai pas de blague. D'accord. Du calme, Marjorie. Bah non, du coup, si la chaise elle est là. Elle était en face de la fenêtre, donc ça c'est la femme. Voilà. La chaise, ouais, si, elle est là la chaise. Hein. Le mec il a eu peur. Il voit une bulle, il prend sa chaise, il la balance à l'autre bout de la pièce. Je te marche dessus, hein. Voilà. Ouais, ça me paraît pas mal.
It all began when the lady screamed and pointed at the window.
Ah!
Lord Craven jumped up, ready to face anything, ghost or human. The medium shrank back in dismay. He was not expecting such a reaction and had to quickly hide the ghost. The lady was the only one left touching the diamond, at least until she fainted.
Amazing. It's like you saw it with your own eyes, sir.
Oh, I forgot that you were here. I guess I should discuss all of this with Lady Craven.
Yeah.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
If the lady was touching a diamond, then she would have felt the ghost take it. What do you think it felt like,
c'est un
Sherry?
fantôme.
A jellyfish?
Oui, c'est ça, Watson, une jolie fiche.
May I ask you something?
Please, don't get angry, sir. But I know nothing about this, I swear to you.
Alors attends, les rumeurs peuvent vous aider et vous mettre sur une nouvelle piste, n'hésitez pas à épier les gens. Une icône d'oreille maintenant. Ok.
Lady Craven is not...
Je comprends pas trop ce qui se passe là. Déceler les mots-clés importants parmi les papadins pertinents, ok. Ah oui, d'accord. Ah oui, d'accord. Ah oui, d'accord. Ok, c'est bon, j'ai compris leur... Oh, c'est sympa.
Much later.
Ouais, je sais comment elle me regarde, l'air de... Putain, mais il veut quoi, lui, depuis 10 minutes? Ça n'a aucun sens. Non, j'écoute pas. Continuez de parler, faites comme si j'étais pas là.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall?
Sans déconner. Sans déconner, à mal manier son couteau à poisson. Mais on dirait un truc de domestique, pas un truc de... Tu te rends compte? La dame, elle a mal manié son couteau à poisson. Mais non, mais on dirait un truc plutôt de genre... la cuisinière, elle a mal manié son couteau à poisson. Pour un truc 5 étoiles, ça la fout mal. Là, genre, vraiment, c'est... Elle est pas vraiment ce qu'elle dit être, hein. Elle a mal manié son couteau à poisson. C'est des vrais Sherlock, ces gens-là, en fait. Elle prétendait qu'elle n'est pas l'épouse de Lord Craven. D'après leurs observations dans une récente soirée, elle était aux aguets et poussait Lord Craven à boire plus que de raison. Ils ont aussi remarqué que la lady ne savait pas se servir correctement un couteau à poison. D'accord. Madame, vous n'êtes pas noble, je vous arrête.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please, help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You were the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Galici, the medium.
D'accord.
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting. Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Is Mr. Galici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has
Je me suis dit
passed.
qu'elle était
You've
vachement
already had yourself a
silencieuse.
murder mystery,
Et c'est là
Sherlock.
que je me suis rendu compte
Why
qu'elle
am
était
I
morte
not
depuis une
surprised?
semaine.
Someone was not happy with his post. Someone was not happy with his post.
Ah ah, intriguant tout ça.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Je ne sais rien pour l'instant, monsieur.
Aha. A neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this? Several £1,000s, that's quite a fortune.
L'anneau. L'anneau.
This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar. Virtus audacta sapit. Courage tastes bold. A unique family motto. Fard rouge, calomel mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
The mystery deepens. A victim with a checkered past and poor taste.
Elle avait des goûts douteux. C'est donc une criminelle. Merci, Watson, pour cette formidable déduction.
A remarkably simple lock. This must be the missing diamond.
Non.
A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted.
C'est pas possible.
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises.
Ah ah. Ouais, pas joli. Il est où le numéro 3? J'en cherche encore un. Ah mais je peux ah mais oui c'est vrai, je peux me déplacer comme ça. Voilà.
Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
Do you think she stole the stone?
Bah
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
ouh, ça fait de la preuve. Le meurtrier a laissé le diamant. La personne qui a tué Emma a laissé le diamant près de son corps. Lord Craven a surpris Emma. Lord Craven est retourné dans sa chambre au moment où Emma cachait le diamant et l'a surprise la main dans le sac. Alors, très sincèrement les amis, je pense pas que ce soit ça. Mais, pour l'instant, avec le peu d'éléments qu'on a, techniquement, c'est la solution la plus évidente. Et attends, je peux pas regarder les mains du mec? En vrai. Montrez-moi vos mains, monsieur. Non, non.
I am needed elsewhere.
Je dois y aller.
Get to the point, Mr. Holmes.
Bah, je veux juste voir vos mains, en fait. Bon. Ok.
I am needed elsewhere.
Bah, tu vois, typiquement, dans la réalité, bah, le mec... montre-moi tes mains. l'instant, j'ai pas encore demandé non plus au mec du côté du bar de lui demander si son alibi est réel là. Alors par contre, je peux peut-être lui poser des questions sur... Dites-moi, c'est quoi ça?
Stop wasting time. The murderer is getting away.
Bah alors monsieur, vous vous faites menacer. Arrêtez de me faire perdre du temps. Ma femme vient d'être assassinée. Non, monsieur...
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself, was she not dead already?
Il a admis que si elle n'était pas déjà morte, il aurait volontiers tué Emma pour sa traîtrise. J'avoue que j'ai manqué cette ligne de dialogue, quel énorme FDP.
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? It's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week.
Et si j'allais demander aux pélos en bas? Excusez-moi messieurs les pélos.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Of course. Stop me when you've had enough.
Ouais, brièvement, d'accord. Bah après ça veut pas dire grand chose hein, si on n'a pas vraiment l'exact timeline.
Would you like another?
Eh mais je suis désolé, on dirait vraiment une sorte de personnage irréel en fait qui n'est jamais là. Personne n'interagit jamais avec lui. Il se téléporte. On le contrôle quand il se met à penser à son palais mental là. On dirait Taylor Durden, franchement. Bah on sait pas. C'est un peu flou. Franchement là pour le coup c'est un peu flou. C'est un peu flou, donc pour l'instant, bah, dans le doute, oui. Dans le doute, je suis en train de l'accuser. Il faut savoir, dans Sherlock Holmes, dans ce jeu, évidemment, vous avez plusieurs options, et il y en a qu'une seule qui est bonne, hein, évidemment. Pour l'instant, les éléments m'indiquent là, hein, enfin bon. Oulala. Oulala. Tombé dans une colère noire. En apprenant qu'Emma l'avait volé. Oh là là! Je préférais quand même quand c'était en mode neuronal. Lord Craven est le meurtrier! Oh! Oh! Lord Craven a peine à maîtriser sa colère. Il a étranglé Emma dans un accès de rage quand il a découvert qu'elle le volait. Craven ne sait pas maîtriser sa colère et a assez d'argent et d'influence pour étouffer l'affaire. Je dois le traduire en justice. Clémence pour Lord Craven. Lord Craven est tombé dans les griffes d'une criminelle professionnelle. Il a donc le droit de la tuer, hein? Non mais oh! Au vu du passé douteux d'Emma, son meurtre n'était qu'un acte de... Bah bien sûr, un acte de légitime, d'accord. Non! On va essayer de voir plus loin que le bout de notre nez. Voilà. Il y a encore les indices. Emma était une voleuse, mais a réussi à convaincre Lord Craven que c'était le personnel qui était coupable des larcins. Bah oui. C'est vachement énervé contre le médium par exemple. Hein. Lucas et Emma possèdent tous des bijoux avec le même motif de papillon de nuit. Ont-ils un passé en commun? Font-ils partie d'une secte? Oh! Lucas savait peut-être qu'Emma volait. Si leurs chemins se sont croisés par le passé. Lucas connaissait peut-être la prédilection d'Emma pour le vol, là. Et du coup, j'ai bien fait de pas lui dire que c'était pour un crime que je l'interrogeais. Non, parce que sinon, je me serais senti coupable. Lucas soupçonnait Emma de l'avoir piégée. Le médium Luca Gallicci savait peut-être qu'Emma était une voleuse et qu'elle a voulu l'incriminer pour son forfait. Ah mais non, mais oui, je confonds Lucas et Lucia. Mais non, mais attendez. Lucas et Emma se connaissaient peut-être. Lucas, c'est le petit qui me volait. Lucas soupçonnait Emma de l'avoir piégée. Ah oui, puis il faut aussi que j'interroge le médium d'ailleurs, ça me rappelle ça. Non mais, je vous le dis, c'était Lord Orden. C'est vraiment ça. Mais faites comme si je n'étais pas là, monsieur. Je regarde juste exactement ce que vous avez mangé. Je vais donc devoir analyser votre merde pour être sûr que vous n'avez pas menti sur ce que vous avez mangé.
Someone is making the most of his stay.
Can you blame the man? I'd say he's not ordering enough.
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
Or weapons and defenses against visitors from the great beyond.
Cher Lucas, j'espère que vous aurez le temps de nous rendre visite dans notre domaine afin d'y conduire une nouvelle séance. Depuis la dernière conversation que j'ai eue, grâce à vous, pu avoir avec mon mari, j'ai le sentiment que ma vie a changé du tout au tout. J'ai hâte de lui parler à nouveau. J'attends avec anticipation votre prochaine visite. Sincèrement, Comtesse le Mort.
A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the seance table, but this time, there's enough for analysis.
Ok. 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 Du latex mélangé et du phosphore. Dangereux de garder un tel élément chimique en bouche. Je ne peux m'empêcher d'être déçu. Je m'attendais à quelque chose de plus astucieux.
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the seance, Mr. Gallicci. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
D'accord. Ah ah. Des traces. Comment on dit? Des traces d'affrontement, non? Des traces de débat, je sais plus comment on dit. Vous voyez exactement où je veux en venir. Cet homme m'apparaît suspect. Yeah, I don't know, Walt. You've been kinda sus lately. Et comment il me regarde du coup? Côte visible, maigre malnutrition probable, poignet écorché, érafluorescent, saignement, doigts longs et fins. Un médium en manque de chance, ou un ancien voleur devenu médium. Le Gallicci est mince et probablement mal nourri, son nez sanglant témoigne qu'il a subi une violente agression. Il dissimule les signes de maladie et de malnutrition que porte son corps avec du maquillage. Ses doigts fins et agiles indiquent qu'il est un expert en tour de passe-passe et très entraîné à manipuler des objets cachés. On observe sur ses poignets des égratignures et autres éraflures fraîches provenant d'un affrontement bref et récent. Je pense que Lucas s'investit très personnellement dans sa carrière de médium, mais que ses affaires sont loin d'aller pour le mieux et qu'il est parfois amené à se priver de quelques repas. Luca Gallucci est mince et probablement mal nourri. Son descendant témoigne qu'il a subi une violente agression. Il doit fin et agile dans toutes les caractéristiques de ceux d'un voleur. Ok. Merci, le 18e siècle. Il se maquille fréquemment pour dissimuler ce que je suspecte d'être des tatouages de prison. On observe sur ses poignets des égratignures et autres éraflures fraîches provenant d'un affrontement bref et récent. Ma conviction est que Lucas a davantage un criminel qu'un médium et qu'il se sert de sa nouvelle vocation pour gagner sa vie en dupant les riches. Oui. Eh, comment tu me regardes? Oh. Luca Gallucci est mince, oui, bon ça je l'ai déjà lu.
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning.
Dun,
Spirits
dun,
prefer
dun.
clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact,
Eh non,
I
mais j'aurais
did
voulu faire
hear
du montage, j'aurais pas
noises.
fait mieux.
That Craven is a very loud man. But I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk. Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation. This object simply isn't resonating with me.
Do you realize just how dangerous it is to hold phosphorus in the mouth?
I beg your pardon?
I'll bet it makes your rubber balloons glow impressively in the dark, but you'll regret it when the hypertension and vomiting sets in.
You mock my talent, sir. You shouldn't be so flippant about things beyond your earthly understanding. How ignorant one must be to compare a spirit's ectoplasm with balloons.
It was merely a word of caution. We both know how match factory workers look after several years on the job. That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Gallucci. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence
Dun,
indeed.
dun, dun, dun.
I suspect it is a common theme in jewelry.
Revenons-en à monsieur le médium.
This is all just a big misunderstanding. The spirits confirm it.
This is just a big misunderstanding, sir.
Do you always travel with your books, Mr. Gallucci?
I do. In my line of work, one needs resources available to help deal with the unpredictable and unworldly. This is all just a big misunderstanding. The spirits confirm it.
Bon bah j'ai toutes les preuves les enfants. Rudoiement par le personnel. Oh là là. Lucas a été griffé par le personnel. Les domestiques qui ont escorté Lucas jusqu'à sa chambre pour l'y entraîner ont maltraité griffé. Il m'a griffé les mains de Lucas avec les lutter pour sa survie. Ah, je pense que c'est ça. Mais alors, quelle est la réponse? Il n'y a pas de réponse. Mon intuition s'avère vraie, les enfants. C'est évidemment Lucas le coupable. Je vous l'avais dit, regardez mon énorme cerveau. Un simple détective qui arrive dans la chambre enferme tout de suite le pauvre homme en se disant qu'il a toutes les preuves nécessaires. Et oui, mais c'était rationnel en plus, je vous le disais. Ça aurait été le choix rationnel. Mais un détective de mon envergure s'en va rechercher beaucoup plus en amont, beaucoup plus en profondeur. Et voilà ce qu'il trouve. Lucas s'est battu pour survivre. Compte tenu de son passé houleux, rien ne pourra lui épargner la peine de mort s'il était arrêté. Chose qu'Emma savait. Ce n'empêcherait pas de s'enfuir pour... Ok. Gallucci, un meurtrier, n'a pas pu s'empêcher de tuer Emma alors qu'il lui suffisait de tout raconter à la police. Bah... Ouais. Luca Gallicci, je vous arrête pour féminicide. Accusé. Partir.
Luca Gallicci, I know you murdered Lady Craven, and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
Un verrou peut être crocheté.
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
Mais oui, effectivement, je suis d'accord, ce n'est pas assez. Mais le fait est que vous avez des éraflures.
Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
Vous saviez qu'Emma était une voleuse. Je vous arrête.
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I don't know what you're talking about. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives.
Je sors ces informations parce que vous avez exactement la même broche en forme de papillon de nuit. Je suis extrêmement doué. Mais enfin, monsieur Sherlock Holmes, je vous assure, ce n'est qu'une putain de broche en forme de papillon de nuit. Non, arrêtez, s'il vous plaît. Arrêtez cet individu. Non, le seul crime aura été d'avoir une broche en forme de papillon de nuit. Non, s'il vous plaît.
It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out. But yes, I killed her. I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too. But only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those snobs. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She
Oui,
didn't.
ça.
I came to her afterwards,
Ah, voilà.
pleading that she drop this farce, but she
Sont les
laughed
plus
in my
petits
face.
violons au monde
I
que je
just
joue pour ce mec.
remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
Connard. Bah non.
Murder is murder, Luca. You could have told Lord Craven the truth and seen Miss Emma's downfall, but you could not restrain yourself.
He would never believe me.
J'en ai
You'll
rien à
never
foutre,
know.
tu l'as étranglé, mon ref.
Still, perhaps a jury will be more easily swayed. If not, you'll get to see your friends in jail again soon.
We'll meet again, Holmes. I will get you, in this life or the next.
D'accord.
Get your hands off me.
He murdered the woman who put him in jail. Should we be worried?
Fear not, John. Unlike Miss Emma, I will see him coming.
That was too much fun, Sherry.
Yeah.
I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it
Première
fun?
enquête terminée.
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything, even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
Ah, figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Ah, damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
Bien. Première enquête terminée. Alors moi, ce que j'aimais beaucoup faire dans les anciens jeux, c'était revenir dans le passé, en fait revenir sur ma sauvegarde et essayer de changer la fin pour voir un peu quelles auraient été les différentes lignes de dialogue et tout. Mais toujours mettre en premier la fin que je pense vraie. Distraction salutaire. Il est temps maintenant de me rendre au cimetière situé à Miner's End. La sépulture de mère ordonne une statue d'ange pleureur. Ils en font exprès. Ange pleureur Doctor Who Stephen Moffat, d'ailleurs Ange pleureur Stephen Moffat tout court. Stephen Moffat Sherlock Frogwares. Voilà, bref. Le coupable, c'est vous. Merde, non.
I cannot cover for you, Lord Craven. The facts are conclusive. You murdered your mistress.
It wasn't me. You have no proof, not a whit.
You entered the room just as Miss Emma was hiding the diamond. Discovering that she was the thief was the final straw.
Preposterous! I didn't know a thing about it until you showed me her stash.
You have bruised knuckles and you look a mess. The poor woman fought for her life,
Alors,
and you
qui
bear
présentent des
all
contusions,
the
c'est vraiment de la
evidence.
mauvaise foi.
This whole evening was a mess. You know I got into a scuffle with the medium in the seance room. Nothing has changed since then.
A couple of whiskies go down fast for an alcoholic. That left you plenty of time for murder.
That's ridiculous. I am no alcoholic, and there are witnesses who will attest I was there for at least a quarter of an hour.
There's plenty of proof,
suffisant
sir.
pour vous arrêter.
The police would certainly arrest you.
Je vous
You
arrête.
scoundrel! You said you would help
Allez,
me. I
en
had
prison.
nothing to do with it, as you will soon see.
Vous croupirez en prison, monsieur.
You are dangerous, Lord Craven. Beating your servants is one thing, but murder is another. You will not get away with this.
I'll get out of this, Mr. Holmes, and I swear I'll find you. I will find you! Don't you bastards dare touch me! Holmes, you'll rue the day you gave me my cane when it comes swinging at your head!
Ouais, c'est vraiment la pire timeline, quoi. Alors,
If Craven wants to claim his innocence, he should be more careful how he talks.
Money talks too, Sherry. Let's hope it's not too loud.
Arrêtez vos ennemis au lieu de les tuer. Ah d'accord, on peut avoir ce genre de fin aussi maintenant. Ok. John. Mon ami imaginaire. Ah bah oui, voilà, c'est dit. Maintenant c'est dit, c'est clair. John est mon ami depuis l'enfance et en plus il s'appelle John. Évidemment. Une référence à quoi? Je ne sais pas. John est mon ami depuis l'enfance. J'ai l'impression de l'avoir toujours connu. Bah du coup oui. Il n'accepte pas sa nature imaginaire. Non. Je ne suis pas imaginaire. Ce n'est pas vrai. Arrête.
Is everything all right? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
Bah,
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem. The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then.
j'ai un même qui me vient en tête.
I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John. Why is it here?
Si je me retourne, et que je fais ça, voilà. Et là je me retourne, et puis je fais ça. Non, ça va.
Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother.
40 ans quand même.
This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently. A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested? A man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggest he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead.
Et voilà qu'elle a volé.
He mustn't be far away to leave it unattended.
It's stained with oil paint.
Comme ça il viendra la récupérer, puis on verra qui c'est.
A portable easel was kept there.
D'accord.
I hope that inspiration strikes upon visiting these beautiful vaults. At the very least, you'll enjoy the view. Yours, Mercuria. The Hospitaller crypts. If memory serves, they're located at the far end of the cemetery around an old tree.
An artist working in a cemetery? Do you think he'd paint my portrait?
Oh, it's that ridiculous artist from the hotel.
Be nice, Sherry. Make friends.
Monsieur, auriez-vous vu un artiste par hasard?
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, A diligent observer might note that you too were loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. Now what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light. Is this familiar to you?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Stark do this, Stark do that. I'm not a clerk, damn it. How am I supposed to get those records now? Yes? What is it? Would you like to report a crime?
No, I wouldn't. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I want to use the police archives.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm serious.
So am I. Officer Logan locked himself inside and he's not letting anyone in.
What happened exactly?
A tailoress from Scaladio's been robbed. Logan spent 2 whole days at the shop sketching the thief and she still insists that it's all wrong. That shrew drove him up the wall, she did.
Would you mind if I talk to this tailoress? I could get you the sketch in no time.
Get off your high horse, mister. You think you're better than our sketch artist?
Actually, I'm quite certain I am. Let me prove it.
Well, I see no harm in it, as long as it gets Logan out of there. In fact, I need to look up some records too. Here's the address. Good luck. Sorry, I'm busy now.
Ok, donc la mort d'une mère, ça va vraiment être le truc central, ça va vraiment être l'arc principal, et en fait notre vie va être, va courir d'enquête en enquête, quoi. Je peux vous aider dans votre quête, mais avant, résolvez cette enquête. En gros, ça va être ça. Donc, voilà.
I'm pleased to meet you, ma'am. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to sketch the thief for the police investigation.
Oh, another one. I hope you'll be more patient than the previous sketches, signore.
I suggest we do it differently. You have a great many clothes here, haven't you?
Why, of course, but they're not for sale. I only do tailoring and mending.
No matter. I'll attempt to disguise myself as the thief, and you'll tell me if I get it right.
As you wish, Signor Holmes.
Can you describe the thief for me?
He was all ugly and beat-up looking. An utter rascal if ever I'd seen one. He gave me a nasty look from behind his glasses and then made himself scarce.
And that's it? Could you be more specific?
He was a total villain, I told you. How much more specific do you want me to be?
All right, never mind. Where can I find the clothes?
They're in my workshop, at the back. Be careful, won't you?
C'est sympa, hein, c'est vraiment comme, comme si on lisait un roman qui se la joue recueil de nouvelles. Sherlock Holmes, c'est à la fois des romans et des recueils de nouvelles. C'est vraiment... ce jeu vidéo s'écrit à la fois comme un roman, puisqu'il y a vraiment un arc principal. Et en s'enfonçant dans cette quête, on va forcément passer par des mini-quêtes, et c'est vraiment un roman qui se la joue recueil de nouvelles, quoi.
Ah, look at this old chap putting on airs like some Italian doge. Why don't you disguise yourself as him instead?
We have a job to do, John.
Oh, come on, at least do him first.
C'est pas l'un des acteurs qui a joué Sherlock, là?
Uncle Giovanni? Oh, signore, you look exactly like my uncle. He's the grandson of the Doge of Venice, you know. I knew you reminded me of someone. You are as alike as two peas. Perhaps you have some royal blood in you too.
That is flattering, I suppose, but I sincerely doubt it, Mum.
Told you, he's a doge. Now that's a deduction.
He's not an actual doge.
If you say so, my lord, the doge.
Your face is too innocent now.
What do you mean, too innocent?
There was something evil about his face. Like a moustache. Yes, the kind that all villains twirl as they plot their evil plans.
I'd say that not all villains wear moustaches, but I get your point, Mom.
Bien, on avance, on avance.
No, those clothes are wrong. He was dressed in a very fancy beige suit. Must have stolen it from someone. No doubt about it.
All right, I've got it.
He was wearing a hat. Didn't I tell you about the hat? It didn't go well with his suit. That man had no dress sense at all.
Well, what did it look like?
Oh, just a regular hat. You know, black.
D'accord.
Ah, it's you. I mean, it's him. It's him.
Excellent. Now I can make a sketch and take it to the police.
Yes, please do. That rascal is still on the loose. I hope they are better at catching than sketching.
Before I go, Mum, are you quite certain that you don't have any clothes to sell?
Well, I suppose you can take the police uniform. An officer forgot it here years ago, and I don't have any use for it.
Ça va?
If you want to buy clothes, visit the outfitters. You can find them all over Codorna. I hear they even do free rentals now. Let me show you where the nearest one is.
Thank you very much.
Comme tu vois, je suis en train de résoudre une sale enquête dans laquelle je dois me déguiser en scélérat.
Hello again, officer. I've spoken to the tailoress and made a sketch of the thief. It was child's play.
No, really? And she didn't give you any trouble?
No, no trouble at all. She was quite tolerable.
Huh. Who would have thought? Hey, Logan, we've got the sketch. Come on out.
Can I use the archives now?
Well, they're generally not accessible to the public, but you really helped us out, so I'll just turn a blind eye.
I appreciate it, officer.
What did you say your name was? Holmes? Come and see me after you're done. I may have a proposition for you, Mr. Holmes.
D'accord. Bien, allons donc aux archives. Alors c'est où les archives? Ah ah, intéressant. Là, je me retrouve vraiment dans les anciens jeux. Du coup, forcément, il n'y avait pas la maison de Sherlock Holmes, donc ils étaient obligés de faire ça dans des lieux différents. Sélectionner une preuve et 3 critères de recherche. Tout ce que j'ai retrouvé dans les archives était un dossier vide, étiqueté comme suit: affaire Violet Holmes, 9 avril 1869, master de Stonewood, Grand Surrey. Il ne contenait aucun document. L'enquête policière semble donc réellement avoir eu lieu, mais tous les documents qui étaient liés ont disparu. Oula. Sherlock a pris toute la cocaïne récemment là.
John, I just recalled that we were living here on Cordona in a manor. And there was a policeman.
Qu'est-ce que tu fous là-haut?
What else do you remember?
Descends d'ici tout de suite.
What happened to our mother?
The memory was vague, a mere flash. I have to find our house.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
I'm done with the archives for now. Can I help you with anything else?
As a matter of fact, you can. The thing is, our chief inspector has vanished, as if we weren't undermanned enough as it is.
Wait, what do you mean, vanished?
Gone missing on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate. I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk, like some clerk. Yes, we're that short-handed.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical training course. Easy.
Well, I'm not one to balk at a spot of exercise.
Encore un tutoriel.
That's the spirit.
Écoutez, monsieur l'agent.
Sergeant Hermy will show you the ropes.
Ça fait déjà
Follow me.
2h45 et 40 secondes selon la session que j'en suis un.
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic? A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy. I need to verify your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
Police! Ça y est, je me prends déjà pour un flic. La visée déclenche l'action ralentie et indique les objets sur lesquels vous pouvez tirer, mais seulement quelques instants. Pour recharger manuellement le pistolet, appuyez sur R. Police!
Proceed to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork.
Holy!
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in childhood.
Appuie sur Left contrôle pour atteindre position debout et accroupi pour... Ah d'accord, ok. Et appuie sur Space. Stop!
Steady, Sherry. Steady. And... go! My favourite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage and don't forget the environment.
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move on. Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their armour. Alright, let's move on, Sherry. If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated.
Tout est calculé. Sherlock peut souffler contenu de cette matière sur les ennemis aux alentours pour les désorienter. Écran de fumée. Et vous suffit d'appuyer sur X. Cette aptitude a un temps de recherche, lequel est réduit après chaque arrestation. Alors X sur un QWERTY. Ouais, c'est ça.
Ah, Sherry, you've guessed that you can't use the powder when he has a helmet. I've been sending you brain signals.
Helpful advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results.
Vas-y, fais-moi de moi un policier là tout de suite.
Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these. They are blank rounds. So, are you ready?
Yep. Always ready.
Then let's get cracking.
Worried?
Not at all. I can hit them all with one shot.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
Agent de la loi.
I'm coming for you.
Oh yeah? What's that again? Okay.
I couldn't miss the party.
Au secours! Ah bah non, c'est vrai, j'ai un flingue.
No, you killed him!
Stop. What do you think you're doing? You could have injured the poor fella. I can't allow you to carry a gun if you'll only use it to kill. Your task is to detain. Don't forget that. Once again, without the brutal shootout this time.
Désolé, fallait que je m'amuse, c'est un jeu, fallait que je m'amuse.
I'm coming. Oh.
No more crime for you until next month.
Won't work this one.
I'm coming.
Good day. Too simple.
Très très sympa, hein, cette...
The snuff's ready.
I'm coming.
Oui, oui.
Can overcome the brute now. Don't give him the pepper snuff.
That's enough. You've proved yourself. Congratulations on the arrests. I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
Ah, sympa. Bon bah écoutez, on va aller voir.
I'm coming. I'm coming for you. I'll put you 6 feet under. I couldn't miss the party.
Too simple. Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
Mais il arrête pas de bouger aussi, monsieur l'agent.
Get ready for some chaine. I'm coming for you.
Don't bother.
I'm coming.
Non mais il met pas ses bras devant.
I will end you. I couldn't miss the party. Oh! I'm coming. I couldn't miss the party.
No more crime for you.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I couldn't miss the party.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Allez, viens par là. Petit, petit, petit.
Too simple.
I'm coming for you.
J'ai déjà entendu ça 10 fois. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Aïe.
It's all yours now. It won't work this way.
I couldn't miss the party.
The snuff's ready.
Don't cry, you'll live.
I will end you. I'm coming for you.
Too simple.
I'm gonna hurt you. Dodge this!
On va chercher. Il est mon gars.
Time to knock.
Dodge this!
Allez.
It's all yours now. Go for it.
Take this!
Allez, je crois que j'ai réussi.
Take a rest, my friend.
3h33 de session. Ennemi tué 0. Arrestation citoyenne arrêtée 10 ennemis. Dompteur le bandit. Mode concentration plus court. Donc je n'ai pas de point malus parce que j'ai réussi à donc ne pas tuer un seul ennemi. Nombre de tirs 27, donc j'ai un bonus de plus 3. Ennemi appréhendé 12, donc j'ai un bonus de plus 24. Dégâts subis 390, donc j'ai un bonus de moins 1. Bonus de difficulté du milieu plus 2. D'accord. Score actuel 28, encore 28. Ah, on peut faire des records en plus, ok. Les amis, ce fut une magnifique session. J'ai adoré être avec vous ce soir. C'était tout simple. Franchement, ce jeu est exceptionnel. En fait, ce jeu est exceptionnel. Ce fut tout simplement incroyable. Merci à tous d'avoir été là. Je vous dis à jeudi prochain pour Zelda Ocarina of Time et à dimanche prochain pour la suite de Sherlock Holmes. Donc en live, bien sûr. Si vous regardez ça en rediffusion, ça arrive à des dates imprécises et globalement, vous avez des extraits de live, alors vous voyez directement un best-of et donc vous ne voyez pas ça. Bisous à tous mes amis, je vous aime.